Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I'm heartburned an hour after.
Indeed, he is of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man, but made just in midway between him and Benedick. The one is too like an image and says nothing. The other too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Then half Senior Benedick's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half Count John's melancholy in Senior Benedick's face.
A good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse. Why, such a man could win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband, if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
Oh, Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I'd rather
Oh!
You may light upon a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him, Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentleman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore I will even take sixpence in earnest of the bearward and lead his apes into hell.
Well then, go you into hell?
No, but to the gate. And there will the devil meet me like an old cuckold with horns on his head and say, "Get to heaven, Beatrice! Get to heaven! Here's no place for you, maid!" So deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter for the heavens. He shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we as merry as the day is long.
Well, niece, I trust that you'll be ruled by your
Ah,
father.
yes, faith, it is my cousin's duty to make curtsy and say, "Father, as it please you," and yet, for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow. What else make another curtsy and say, "Father, as it please me"?
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not until God make men of some other metal than ours.
No, daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that way, you know your answer, eh?
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you be not wooed in good time. If the prince be too important, tell him there is measure in everything, and so dance out the answer. For here the hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting, is as a Scotch jig, a measure and a sink pace. The first suit is all hot and hasty, like a Scotch jig, and as small as fantastical. The wedding, mannerly, modest, like a measure, full of stage and ancientry. And then comes repentance, and with his bad legs falls into the sink face, faster and faster until he sinks.
Cousin, you apprehend passing through.
I am uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
Oh, the revelers are entering.
Hello, lady. Will you walk with your friend?
Ah, so you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I am yours for what? Especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may so, if I please you to do so.
And please you to say so.
Anytime for God to send the loop to be like the king.
Speak low if you speak loud.
Well, I would you did like me.
Oh, so would not I, for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Which is one.
I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better. Let the hearers cry, amen.
Oh, God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
I pray you pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful and that I have my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedick that said so.
What tea?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
He never makes you laugh.
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester. A very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him. And he both pleases men and angers them. And then they laugh at him. Be meet him. Oh, I am sure he's in the fleet. I wouldn't be if boarded me.
When I see the gentleman, I'll tell him what you said.
Do! We must follow the leaders.
Not you! Signor Benedick, yes.
You know me well. I am he.
Huh. Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. Now, he is enamored on Hero. I pray you, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the part of an honest man in it.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
As did I, and swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedick. Should hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. It is certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore all hearts in love use their tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself and trust no agent. Beauty is a witch, against whose charms faith melteth into blood. This is an accident of hourly proof which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio.
Yea, the same.
Come, whither will you go with?
Whither?
Even to the next willow. About your own business, Count.
God, what manner will you wear the garland of?
You must wear it one way. The prince has got your hero.
I wish him joy of that.
What? You think the prince would have served you thus?
Pray you lead me.
Oh, now you strike like the blind man. It was the boy that stole your meat. Now you'll beat the post.
If it'll not be, I'll lead you.
Alas, poor hurt fowl. That my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince's fool? What? It may be that I go under that title because I am married. Yeah? But so, I am apt to do myself wrong. I am not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so puts me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may. Have you seen the Count? Where is he? I found him here, my lord, as melancholy as a warren in a lodge. I told him, and I think I told him true, that you had got the goodwill of that young lady, and offered him my company to the willow, either to build him up a garland as being forsaken, or to bind him up a rod as being worthy to be whipped.
Be whipped! What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, overjoyed at having found a bird's nest, shows it his companion, and he steals it.
Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel with you. The gentleman she danced with said she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me, past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking that I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance. I stood like a man at a mark, with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there would be no living near her. She would infect the North Star. I would not marry her though she were endowed with all that Adam had left him before he transgressed. She would have made Hercules have turned spit. Yeah, and have left his club to make the fire too. Come, talk not of her. I would to God some scholar would conjure her, for certainly while she's here, a man may live as quiet in hell as in a sanctuary, and people sin upon purpose that they may go thither. For indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follows her. Oh, look, here she comes. Oh, your grace must command me to any service to the world's end. I will go on the slightest errand now to the Antipodes that you can send me on. I will fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. Bring you the length of Prester John's foot. Do you any embassage to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this heartache? You have no employment for me.
None. But desire good company.
Oh God, this is a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedick.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry once before, he won it of me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Hello, Count. Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad nor sick, nor merry nor well, but civil, Count? As civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
I think your blazon to be true, but if it is, I'll be sworn it is false. I have wooed in thy name, and Hero is one. I have broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortune.
Sweet Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy.
Oh.
I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin. Or, if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let not him speak neither.
Oh, my lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it. Keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in cheer that he is in her.
Oh, indeed she does, cousin.
Good Lord for alliance. Thus goes everyone to the world but I am sunburnt. I may sit in the corner and cry hey ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get thee a husband.
I'd rather have one of your father's getting. Had your grace never a brother like you.
Would you not have me, lady?
No! My lord, unless I might have another for working days, your grace is too costly to wear every day, but I beseech your grace pardon me. I was born to speak all manner for no matter.
Oh, your silence most offends me, for you are merry, for you were born of a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord, my mother cried. But then there was a star danced, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Why, my heart, a well-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She's never sad but when she sleeps, and not even sad then. For I have heard my daughters say she has very often dreamt of unhappiness and waked herself with laughing.
She will not hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks her wooers out of soup.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, my lord, if they were married but a week, they would talk themselves mad.
Claudio, I mean you to go to the church.
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches till love have all of his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son.
But where the time will not go dully by us, I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' tasks to bring Lord Benedick and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, one with the other. With your 3 helps at my direction.
My lord, I am with you, though it cost me 10 nights' watching.
And I, my lord. And you, hero.
Oh, I will do any modest office, my lord, to get my cousin to a good husband.
Benedick is not the most unhopeful husband I know. Thus far, I can praise him. He is of approved valor, of good strain, and of good honesty. If we can do this, then Cupid hath no power. We have taken all his glory, and we will be the only love gods.
Silence is the perfect herald. It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any cross, any bar, any impediment will be medicinable to me. I am sick in displeasure to him. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so overtly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me. Briefly. How?
I think I told your lordship a year since how much I am in the favour of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out of her lady's chamber window.
And what life is in that, to be the death of this marriage?
The poison in that lies in you, to temper. Go you to the prince your brother, spare not to tell him that he hath wronged his honour in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mightily hold up to this contaminated state, such a one as he.
And what proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, kill Leonardo. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them, I will endeavour anything.
Go then. Find me a meet hour to draw the prince and Claudio. Tell them that you know Margaret loves me. And do this the night before the intended wedding. They will scarce believe this without trial. Offer them instances which shall bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret Hero, hear Margaret term me Claudio. And there shall be such proof of Hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all the preparations are done.
Go. Grow this sort of verses you it can. I'll put it in practice. It'll be cunning in the working this, and thy fears 1,000 ducats.
I do much wonder how one man, seeing another man, and how much he is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when he had no music in him, the drum and the fife. And now, would he rather hear the tabor and the pipe? I've known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor. And now, will he lie 10 nights awake, carving out the fashion of a new doublet? He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose like an honest man and a soldier. And now, is he turned to orthography? His words are a very fantastical banquet, just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. I will not be sworn that love may transform me into an oyster. But I'll put my oath on it. Until he hath made an oyster out of me, he will never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces come into one woman shall not come into my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Noble, or not I for an angel. Mild, or come not near me. A good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of what color, please God?
Come, shall we hear this music?
Yea, my good lord. Still the evening is hushed on purpose to grace harmony.
Have you seen where Benedict hath it himself?
Very well, my lord.
Come, Balthazar, we'll hear that song again.
Oh, good my lord, tax not so bad a voice to trouble music any more than once.
It were the purpose of excellency to fit a strange face upon perfection. Come, let me woo no more.
Because you talk of wooing, I will sing, since there are many a lover doth commence his suit, to her he thinks not worthy. Yet he woos, yet he will swear he loves.
If you wish to continue this argument, do it in notes.
Note this before my notes. It's not a note of mine worth the notes.
Oh, these are the very crotchets that he speaks. Notes, notes, and nothing.
Wonderful.
Oh, yes, it is.
Smile you should care for me. Paradise, smile you should care for me. You came, made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for being amorous. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, it's I'm wonderful.
Marvelous.
I'm marvelous.
That you should care for me.
By myself, a good song. Now, do you know what was it?
Singer, my lord.
You were good enough for a shift. What was it you told me today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedick?
Oh, I could never think that lady would have loved any man. No, nor I, but most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom in all outward behavior seemed ever to have wore.
Can this be but counterfeit?
Oh, good. Counterfeit? There was never counterfeit of passion, so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
What effects of passion shows she?
What affects my lord? She will sit you.
Oh, really?
You had my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed. How? Pray you amaze me. I would she were invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it, my lord, especially against Signor Benedick.
Has she made her affections known to him?
No, and swears she never will, but that's her torment.
That is true indeed, so your daughter says. Shall I, says she, that have so often countered him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
This says she now, for she'll be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock till she has read a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us
Now
all.
you talk of a sheet of paper, I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
When she wrote it, I was reading it over, and she found Benedick and Beatrice in between the sheets. Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 sixpence, rallied against herself that she should be so immodest to write to one she knew would flaunt her. I measure him, says she, by my own spirit, for I should flaunt him if he wrote to me, yea, though I marry him, I should.
Well then, down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedick, God give me patience.
So she does. overborne her that my daughter is sometimes afeard that she may do a desperate outrage to herself. It's very true.
Then some other must tell Benedick if she will not disclose
To
it.
what end? He would make but a scorn of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should, it were an alms to hang her, for she is a sweet and excellent lady, and despite all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but loving Benedick.
Oh, my lord, wisdom and blood combating in such tender a body. We have 10 proofs to 1 that blood hath the victory, though I am sorry for her, as I am her uncle and her guardian.
I would she had bestowed this dotage on me, I would have daft all respects and given her half myself. Tell Benedick this, we'll see what it will.
Oh, were it good, think you?
Well, Hero thinks surely she will die. For she says she will die if he love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known.
It is wise, for he may scorn it. You know all, he hath a contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
Yes, he doth have some good upward happiness.
Before God and in my mind, very wise.
Ah, yes. He does so show some sparks that are like wit.
And I take him to be a valiant.
Oh, as Hector! For in the managing of quarrels he may be called wise, for he either ignores them with some great discretion or encounters them with the most Christian-like fear. I'm sorry for your daughter.
Yes.
Tell her.
Oh, never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, she may wear her heart out first.
Ah, well, we shall go talk to your daughter and hear more. Let it cool a while. I love Benedick well. I wish he would examine himself most modestly and see how unworthy he is for this good lady.
Will you walk dinner? Dinner is ready.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of it from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. Love me. Why? In faith it must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say that I will bear myself proudly if I do perceive the love to come from her. They say, too, that the lady will not show any signs of affection. I never think to marry. I must not be proud. Happy are they that hear their detractions and can put them to mending. They say she is fair, 'tis true, I can bear them witness, and virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise? Now, but for loving me. On the drop, there's no addition to her wit. Nor no great argument to her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may yet have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, for I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter. Meat a man enjoys in his youth, he cannot endure with old age. Shall these quips and sentences and paper bullets of rain awe a man from the career of his humor? No, the world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day she's a man. Let me spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
My Lady Beatrice. I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message.
Yea, Signor, just as much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a door withal. Do you have no stomach, Signor?
Well,
Fare you well.
I am sent to come and bid you come into dinner. Double meaning in that. If I do not pity her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I'm a fool. I'll get her picture.